Terrell Major. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a graduating senior at Cohen High School. We have a lot of issues with our schools, such as it seems like in our whole city, low-income families that send their children to schools get treated like second-rate citizens. And what we came here for, the Journey for Justice, is to file our civil rights complaints with the U.S. Department of Education, because we feel like we've been discriminated against in the school system, with the recovery school district coming in and taking over our schools, phasing them out, closing them down, because they say we have low performance, when that's not the truth. What they want to do is get rid of our culture in our city, get rid of our heritage, and strip us of our morality. The recovery school district came into New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. They were never meant to run schools. They just were supposed to be that point where they hold the schools for a while until the schools got back up and running. But they had control of our schools since 2006 all the way up to 2012. And they've been running our school. They've been taking our resources, our qualified teachers, our books, materials that we need to be a school. And then they come back and then they say we're not performing well. How are we supposed to perform well without the necessities we need to comply as a school? When the Chargers took over, they pretty much did what they could make any rule they want, and then they have the right to enforce that rule because that's their policy. So they come in with these rules like you have to wear certain color socks, certain color belts. You have to comply to all of their rules, or you're liable to be suspended. And once you put out one charter school in New Orleans, it's hard to get into another one. And with 96% charter schools in New Orleans, where can you go? I wish to get my point across to the U.S. Department of Education so they can see that this is racial profiling, and it is discrimination, and it is going against our civil rights. I just hope that our schools can get back to the way they used to be, being public schools, where you actually have a choice and the community has input in what goes on in these schools.